Hello Mars One, my name is Hunter Brown. I am a chemist and I'm here to talk to you about climate control on our competitor's project, as well as possible solutions to the myriad of problems that it entails. First of all, it will be important to begin with some facts about Mars. It is cold, very cold. This can be explained by the following two facts. 1. Mars is about 1/10 the mass of Earth, and 2. Its average distance from the Sun is 78 million kilometers farther than the Earth's average distance from the Sun, or in other words, it is about 1.5 times as far from the Sun as Earth is. Because Mars has so much less mass than Earth, its gravitational pull is not able to hold on to a very thick atmosphere. In fact, the atmosphere on Mars is about 100 times thinner than the atmosphere on Earth. As a result of this, Mars is not able to retain thermal energy and remains very cold. Because Mars is farther from the Sun than Earth is, less thermal radiation reaches the red planet. The thermal energy that does reach Mars cannot be easily trapped by Mars's thin atmosphere. The net result of Mars's small mass and its distance from the Sun is that temperatures typically range from -153 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius, with 20 degrees Celsius being an unusually high summer temperature. In other words, great weather for a tan. But I jest. Before one even begins to talk about a heating system for a colony on Mars, one must talk about insulation first. In order for climate control to be a success on Mars, it will need to be as efficient as possible. NASA recently developed a thin polymer aerogel insulation. Our competitors will likely use something similar. However, I recommend using styrofoam insulation as it will be light and inexpensive, making it ideal for shipping into space and cutting costs. One downside of styrofoam is that it melts pretty easily, and as such, it will need to be treated with a strong fire retardant. Commercial airlines have long been concerned with fires, and as such, almost every component of an airplane is designed with fire prevention in mind. Of particular interest is the fire retardant used on airplane seats. What we see here is a burn test on an airplane seat. This level of fire resistance will be important on the Mars One colony. If a hole is burned in the insulation, much more power would be needed to keep the colonists warm. The better the insulation, the less energy required to maintain the colony at constant livable temperatures. I propose a relatively low-tech solution for keeping the colony warm: space heaters. Most home heating systems work by burning gases. On Mars, this sort of system is not feasible because the atmosphere is about 96% carbon dioxide, which is fully oxidized and thus useless for burning. Because of this, there will be a need for resistive heating. To imagine how such heating systems work, recall the heating elements of a toaster or oven. Current is passed through a metal, and opposition to that current produces energy in the form of heat. This is also how most space heaters work. Resistive heating would eliminate the need to burn gases in order to produce heat. Several space heaters could be placed in each living pod, keeping the colonists' living spaces at temperatures required for life. Thank you for your interest. I can be contacted at brownhua@unm.edu. Have a nice day.